Hey there, design lovers. Welcome back to the Daily House, your go-to destination for home inspiration that feels like chatting with your most stylish friend. I'm absolutely thrilled you're here today because we're diving into something truly special, a complete full farmhouse tour inspired by the queen of cozy herself, Joanna Gaines. If you love warm textures, vintage finds, and that perfect blend of rustic charm with modern comfort, you're going to adore what we're sharing today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss our upcoming seasonal decor series. Let's create some magic together. Our journey begins with a stunning facade that immediately whispers, "Welcome home." Picture this. Weathered cedar shingles paired with crisp white trim create that signature farmhouse contrast Joanna loves so much. The front porch features those iconic black metal railings with clean lines, what we call modern farmhouse minimalism. Notice how the oversized planters flanking the entrance are filled with burgundy mums and trailing ivy, creating natural symmetry. The key here is layering textures. Smooth painted surfaces against rough natural wood, soft plantings against hard architectural lines. This approach, called textural juxtaposition, adds visual interest without overwhelming the eye. It's all about creating that perfect balance between polished and lived in. Step inside, and you're greeted by an entryway that's both beautiful and brilliantly functional. Pure Joanna Gaines DNA right here. The star piece is a reclaimed wood console table topped with a vintage galvanized tray for keys and mail. Above, it hangs a round mirror with a weathered wood frame, reflecting light and making the space feel larger. The built-in mudroom features individual cubbies with wire baskets for each family member, what designers call zoning for organization. Shiplap walls painted in warm white provide the perfect backdrop, while vintage hooks display full scarves and cozy cardigans. The jute runner adds warmth underfoot and defines the pathway. Remember, the entryway sets the tone for your entire home, so make it count. Welcome to the heart of farmhouse living, a space that perfectly embodies Joanna's philosophy of comfortable elegance. The sectional sofa in soft linen creates an inviting L-shaped round, a reclaimed wood coffee table. Notice the layered lighting, a statement chandelier with Edison bulbs overhead, paired with vintage table lamps and pillar candles for ambient warmth. The color palette stays neutral with pops of full, think burnt orange throw pillows and a cozy plaid blanket casually drape over the sofa arm. The built-in shelving, painted in the same warm white as the trim, showcases a curated mix of books, vintage pottery, and seasonal greenery. This styling technique, called collected over time, makes everything feel authentic rather than overly designed. The dining room showcases Joanna's mastery of elevated everyday style. The farmhouse table, crafted from reclaimed oak, seats it comfortably and features a stunning full tablescape. Down the center runs a burlap table runner adorned with mini pumpkins, pillar candles in varying heights, and eucalyptus sprigs, creating what we call a natural centerpiece moment. The Windsor chairs, painted in classic black, provide contrast against the warm wood tones. Overhead, a wrought iron chandelier with candle-style bulbs casts the perfect glow for intimate dinners. The key to Joanna's tablescaping success is mixing textures and heights while keeping the color story cohesive. Notice how everything feels intentional yet effortless. That's the farmhouse sweet spot we're all chasing. This kitchen is pure Joanna magic, proving that farmhouse style can be both gorgeous and incredibly functional. The shaker-style cabinets in warm white provide timeless appeal, while the walnut butcher block island adds warmth and workspace. The subway tile backsplash extends all the way to the ceiling, creating vertical lines that make the space feel taller. a trick called visual height enhancement. Open shelving displays everyday dishes alongside vintage pottery, embracing that beautiful utility concept. The vintage-inspired range in sage green becomes a stunning focal point, while brass hardware throughout adds warmth without being too trendy. Notice the small coffee station tucked into the corner, complete with a vintage-style espresso machine and open shelving for mugs. It's all about creating designated zones that work beautifully together. The family room perfectly captures the gathered and lived-in feeling Joanna champions. A large sectional in soft gray faces a reclaim with entertainment center that houses a flat-screen TV along side baskets for remote storage, proof that technology can blend seamlessly with farmhouse style. The coffee table, crafted from a vintage door, tells a story while providing function. Layered rugs and natural jute base topped with a vintage Persian runner define the seating, airier and add warmth. The key here is intentional imperfection. Throw pillows appear casually tossed, books stack naturally on side tables, and a cozy throw drapes over the sofa arm. This styling approach, called lived-in luxury, makes the space feel welcoming rather than museum-like. It's where real life happens beautifully. Even the most functional spaces deserve Joanna's farmhouse touch. This multi-purpose office nook proves that working from home can be both productive and beautiful. The floating desk, crafted from reclaimed barnwood, maximizes floor space while providing ample workspace. Above it, open shelving displays vintage books, small plants, and a collection of vintage cameras, adding personality without clutter. The vintage desk lamp provides task lighting, while a small vintage radio adds character and ambience. The key piece, that unique small desk clock with Roman numerals, it's both functional and decorative. The wall behind features board and batten wainscoting, painted in a soft sage green that promotes calm focus. This approach, called purposeful beauty, ensures every element serves both form and function beautifully. Every farmhouse needs a cozy reading corner, and this one is pure perfection. The built-in window seat, topped with a custom cushion in natural linen, creates an intimate retreat. Flanking bookshelves, painted to match the trim, house a carefully curated collection of vintage books and small decorative objects. The key to this nook's success is layered comfort. Multiple throw pillows in varying textures, a soft cable knit throw for chilly evenings, and a small side table for your coffee cup. The vintage brass reading lamp provides perfect task lighting without overwhelming the intimate scale. This design concept, called micro-zoning, proves that even the smallest spaces can pack maximum impact. Notice how the warm wood tones and soft textiles create an irresistible invitation to curl up with a good book. The master bedroom embodies Joanna's philosophy that bedrooms should be serene sanctuaries. The Shiplap accent wall behind the bed, painted in the softest gray, creates texture without pattern overload. The iron bed frame with curved details adds romance while maintaining the authentic farmhouse feel. Layered bedding in whites and creams creates a cloud-like effect. Multiple pillows, a linen duvet, and a vintage quilt folded at the foot of the bed. The vintage nightstands, each slightly different, embrace that perfectly imperfect aesthetic. Table lamps with burlap shades provide warm ambient lighting, while the large vintage mirror reflects natural light throughout the space. This styling approach, called monochromatic layering, creates depth and interest using texture rather than color. It's restful luxury at its finest. This bathroom proves that farmhouse style translates beautifully to smaller spaces. The vanity, crafted from reclaimed wood with a concrete countertop, provides ample storage while maintaining rustic charm. The vessel sink in white ceramic keeps things classic, while the vintage-inspired faucet and all-rubbed bronze adds authenticity. Above the vanity, a vintage window frame repurposed as a mirror creates instant character. The walk-in shower features subway tiles in a classic brick pattern, with a vintage-style rainfall shower head for spa-like luxury. Open shelving displays fluffy white towels alongside small potted plants, proving that even bathrooms benefit from natural elements. The key design principle here is functional beauty. Every element serves a purpose while contributing to the overall aesthetic. It's clean, serene, and undeniably charming. Even the garage gets the farmhouse treatment in true Joanna fashion. Custom-built storage cabinets in the same shaker style as the kitchen maintain design continuity throughout the home. Open shelving with vintage baskets keeps seasonal items organized while looking intentionally styled. The workbench, crafted from reclaimed wood, provides a dedicated space for projects and repairs. Pegboard walls, painted in classic white, offer flexible storage for tools and supplies. The key to this space's success is treating utility areas with the same design attention as living spaces, what we call whole home cohesion. Notice the vintage-inspired lighting and concrete floors painted in a warm gray. Even the most functional spaces can reflect your design personality when approached thoughtfully. This proves that good design truly has no boundaries. The back patio extends the farmhouse aesthetic seamlessly outdoors. The covered porch features exposed wooden beams and tongue and groove ceilings painted in soft white. Comfortable seating includes a vintage porch swing and weathered teak chairs. With neutral cushions, the outdoor dining table, crafted from reclaimed barnwood, sits 6 and features a built-in planter down the center filled with seasonal herbs and small pumpkins. String lights overhead create magical ambience for evening gatherings. The stone patio, laid in a herringbone pattern, provides durable beauty that weathers gracefully. Large planters filled with ornamental grasses and trailing ivy soften the hardscape edges. This design approach, called indoor-outdoor flow, ensures your home style extends naturally into outdoor living spaces. It's where farmhouse hospitality truly shines. The garden showcases Joanna's love for natural beauty and practical elements working in harmony. Raised vegetable beds, constructed with reclaimed wood, provide fresh herbs and seasonal vegetables while looking beautifully intentional. The flower beds feature a mix of perennials and seasonal annuals. Lavender, black-eyed Susans, and ornamental grasses create texture and year-round interest. A meandering stone pathway connects different garden areas, bordered by solar-powered lanterns that provide gentle evening illumination. The small fish pond, surrounded by natural stone and water-loving plants, creates a peaceful focal point. This landscaping philosophy, called productive beauty, ensures every element serves both aesthetic and practical purposes. Notice how the garden feels abundant yet organized. That's the farmhouse gardening secret. These flower beds perfectly capture fall's glory while maintaining farmhouse sensibility. The plant selection focuses on texture and seasonal interest rather than flashy colors. Ornamental cabbage, burgundy mums, and trailing sweet potato vines create rich autumn tones. Vintage galvanized planters add height variation and authentic farmhouse character. The secret to successful farmhouse flower beds is layering plants by height and texture, creating natural-looking compositions that appear effortlessly beautiful. Notice the mix of perennials for structure and annuals for seasonal color. This approach ensures year-round interest while allowing for seasonal updates. Mulch pathways between beds provide clean lines and practical maintenance. This design concept, called naturalistic planting, celebrates plants' natural growth habits while maintaining visual order. It's gardening that feels both intentional and wild. The garden pathways demonstrate how functional elements can become beautiful design features. These stepping stone pots, made from natural flexstone, create gentle curves that invite exploration while connecting different garden areas. The spacing allows for ground cover plantings, creeping thyme and moss to soften the edges naturally, flanking the pathways. Solar lanterns provide gentle illumination for evening strolls while maintaining the vintage aesthetic. The key design principle here is purposeful meandering, paths that feel natural rather than rigid, encouraging people to slow down and enjoy the journey. Notice how the pathway width varies slightly, creating visual interest while accommodating comfortable walking. This thoughtful approach to circulation makes the garden feel like a series of delightful discoveries rather than a destination to rush through. Lighting transforms this farmhouse exterior into pure evening magic. Vintage-inspired lanterns line the pathways, their warm LED bulbs creating poles of welcoming light. The front porch features oversized pendant lights with seated glass shades, casting beautiful shadow patterns. String lights draped between mature trees create a canopy of twinkling stars above the patio dining area. The key to successful farmhouse lighting is layering different sources at varying heights, what designers call dimensional illumination. Notice how each light fixture maintains the vintage aesthetic while utilizing modern, energy-efficient technology. This approach ensures authenticity without sacrificing functionality. The warm color temperature of all bulbs creates cohesive ambience that makes outdoor spaces feel like natural extensions of the home's cozy interior. This charming fish pond exemplifies Joanna's belief that water features should feel natural and integrated rather than ostentatious. The kidney-shaped pond, lined with natural stone, appears to have existed here forever. Aquatic plants like water lilies and cattails provide natural filtration while creating habitat for goldfish and frogs. The small waterfall, constructed from stacked field stone, provides gentle sound that masks neighborhood noise. Surrounding plantings include hostas, ferns, and astilbe, shade-loving perennials that thrive in the pond's microclimate. This design philosophy, called naturalistic water gardening, creates ecosystems that support wildlife while providing human enjoyment. The vintage wooden bridge spanning the narrowest point adds whimsical charm while serving practical access for maintenance. It's proof that farmhouse style celebrates nature's beauty. The lawn serves as a calm, green canvas that unifies all the farmhouse landscape elements. Rather than a perfect putting green appearance, this turf embraces a more natural, slightly imperfect aesthetic that's both beautiful and low maintenance. The secret lies in overseeding with native grass varieties that thrive in local conditions while requiring less water and chemicals. Strategic placement of mature trees provides shade and vertical interest while creating natural outdoor rooms. The lawn's organic edges, rather than rigid geometric lines, flow naturally into flower beds and garden areas. This approach, called naturalistic lawn care, reduces maintenance while supporting local ecosystems. Notice how the grass pathways through larger garden areas create informal circulation routes that feel integrated rather than imposed upon the landscape. Now, let's dive into the styling secrets that make this farmhouse tour feel authentically Joanna. First, embrace the rule of threes. Group objects in odd numbers for natural visual appeal. Mix textures intentionally, smooth ceramics with rough baskets, soft fabrics with hard metals. Layer vintage finds with new pieces to create that collected over time feeling rather than everything matching perfectly. Use negative space strategically. Not every surface needs decoration. The 80-20th rule works beautifully. 80% neutral base with 20% seasonal or personal touches. Always include natural elements, fresh greenery, wooden textures, or stone accents bring life to any space. Finally, remember that imperfection is perfection. In farmhouse style, Those slightly weathered finishes and perfectly imperfect arrangements create authentic charm that feels genuinely lived in and loved. One of the most beautiful aspects of farmhouse style is how easily it transitions through seasons. The key is building a strong neutral foundation that welcomes seasonal accents without requiring combo. Eat overhauls. For fall, add warm-toned accessories like burnt orange pillows, copper planters, and rich wooden bowls filled with seasonal fruits. Winter calls for cozy textures, chunky knit throws, fox fur pillows, and evergreen arrangements. Spring welcomes fresh whites and soft greens through new pillow covers and flowering branches in vintage vessels. Summer embraces natural textures with woven baskets, linen fabrics, and fresh herb arrangements. This approach, called seasonal layering, allows you to refresh your space affordably while maintaining your farmhouse foundation. Remember, it's about enhancing rather than replacing. Let your home's bones shine through every season. What an incredible journey through this Joanna Gaines-inspired farmhouse. From the welcoming facade to the productive garden, every single space demonstrates how farmhouse style can be both beautiful and brilliantly functional. The key takeaways: embrace natural materials, celebrate imperfection, layer textures thoughtfully, and always prioritize comfort alongside style. Remember, you don't need to recreate everything at once. Start with one room or even one corner and build your farmhouse story gradually. Mix vintage finds with affordable new pieces. Add plants wherever possible, and trust your instincts about what feels like home to you. If this tour inspired you, I'd absolutely love to hear about it in the comments below. What was your favorite space? Which tip will you try first? Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if it sparked some design dreams. And definitely subscribe to The Daily House for more inspiring home tours and practical decorating tips. Until next time, happy decorating, friends.